Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be your monthly reading for the month of April using the Astromatrix tarot cards and a Celtic cross spread. And as the month of April opens, the energy that I was able to receive for you, Capricorn, is that you are open to your heart. You are feeling loving. You're feeling nurturing. You're feeling mothering, and you can be a masculine receiving that energy, but you're just taking care of things. And your heart, you're very in touch with your heart right now. You're very in touch with your emotions, maybe feeling psychic, maybe feeling intuitive, maybe music is really meaningful for you right now. Music. For your recent past, Capricorn, the Knight of Pentacles, current energy, crossing, what's on your mind, what is in your subconscious, maybe it's buried, what is in your upcoming near future, death energy. We have the external environment energy, your energy, fears and hopes, final outcome. Capricorn, I'm going to use the Priestess of Light Oracle cards, and we're going to do a Oracle card overview energy for you. Priestess of Light Oracle cards for the sign of Capricorn. Earth energy. All right. We have hostilities. This is interesting. This is card number 31. It's about conflict and unrest. This is like the exact opposite of the energy that I spoke out for you over for the month of April. So I would be interested to know which one is applying for you, but this one says hostilities. And again, it's a full moon. This person has their puma right, or their jaguar right next to them. It's almost like come at me bro energy. They're holding up their sphere, their orb. It's that lit power source of theirs. The full moon energy representing, and by the way, there is a full moon on April 1st, so be aware of that. It's going to be in the sign of Libra. And yeah, the full moon is an encouragement to let things go, to release what no longer serves you. But it does speak to hostilities here for you, and that there possibly is some conflict in your life, and a sense of unrest, and a sense of, yeah, I just feel really strong, come at me bro energy. So that's interesting, Capricorn. As we move into your reading, let's go back to the recent past. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is your energy. As you moved into the month of April, you moved into the month with a very slow and steady, kind of that, rabbit and the hare theory, or the rabbit and the turtle, the hare and the turtle, tortoise and the turtle, however that phrase is. But the Knight of Pentacles would be the tortoise in the race. They don't go fast. They don't move with lightning speed. They're all about heading into the future, but knowing, what they're heading in for. They've got their goals in mind, and they are just going to start going forward. They're not trying to go fast. They're not trying to get anywhere at the speed of light, but they are going to continue to move. So if I were going to pick anybody to be, in the race with me, I would want Knight of Pentacles to be by my side, because I know that they're going to get there. They're going to get to the goal. They might not get there fast, but they're going to get there. So you had your sights set on something in the recent past, and you're going to move towards that. Your current energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is very single energy. It's independent energy. You're on your own. You've got your own money, your own possessions, your own environment, your own house, your own car. It's very much about what you have by yourself. It's the Nine of Pentacles is very successful, very entrepreneurial. Um, Again, it's pentacle energy, so it's your energy. It's Earth, it's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So you're really in your element as April opens up. You're standing in the garden of the things that you have provided for yourself, that you are, looking around, and it's just proud energy of my kingdom is made up of what I've put in my kingdom. I've put this stuff here. I have this. It's mine. I'm proud of where I'm at in life. So the Knight of Pentacles led you to this Nine of Pentacles. But what challenges you is the Nine of Cups. Interesting. The Nine of Pentacles is everything to do with your physical reality, your touchable, tasteable, tangible items, your home, your job, your car, your bank account, your possessions, your health. What's crossing you, what's challenging you is your emotional world. You're not feeling good about your emotional world. The Nine of Cups is supposed to be, my wishes are fulfilled. Everything that I want for my heart is here, but it's crossing you. So it is basically the opposite meaning of that, which is basically the Nine of Cups in reverse, meaning I don't have what I want. I have lack in my heart. I have depletion in my heart. I have it's like a dark spot in my heart, on my heart. I wish that my cups were full and that I could sit here and feel so great that I have everything I've wanted emotionally. But right now I feel emotionally lacking. I feel like everything that I could want to make me feel full, I wish I had that, but I don't. That's my challenge. That's your challenge, Capricorn, is environmentally in your physical world, you've got everything you could possibly want and more. But in your heart, you're feeling closed off, a lack, deprived, not getting what you want. On your mind is the Queen of Swords. Now, this is Libra energy. That full moon that we're going to have on April 1st is in the sign of Libra. So on your mind is, I'm going to even go so far as to say, with this full moon in April on the 1st, you could be sitting on your throne in this queen energy. Now, this is feminine energy, but not necessarily you have to be a female to have this energy. But it is the feminine aspect of the sword suit. And it is speaking your truth, calling some shots, pulling out, whatever you need as far as truth is concerned, so that something can be fair and balanced. And this is on your mind. So on your mind is, I am trying to make sure that everything works out fairly, equitably, that everybody gets what they need in the situation, but I am going to speak my truth. I'm going to call something out if it's wrong. I'm all about right and wrong. On my mind is this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is considered the Ice Queen, and they are not emotional. They're factual, and they're coming from truth, and they're coming from communication, and they're going to raise their sword, and they're going to cut out people, places, and things that no longer serve them. So on your mind, it seems as if you are coming up with logical, intellectual, intelligent ideas and concepts, and you're thinking about them from the aspect of fairness and equality, and you want to speak your truth. Down in your subconscious, what you could be burying, what you could be, at odds with possibly. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. So you have a Queen of Swords on your mind, very, very spoken truth. And down in your core is the Queen of Pentacles, which is your energy again, earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And it's about your physical reality again. It's about reigning and holding court in the feminine aspect, and that's the receiving aspect, is receiving wealth and health and extra time to do things you love to do. The Queen of Pentacles is all about the kingdom. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen. So there's a lot of feminine energy here. That is just the receiving side of the coin. That just means that you're in touch with your feminine energy as far as you want to make sure that things in your home, they look nice, they smell nice. We've got clean clothes, clean beds. We've got food on the table. We care for animals. We like to spend time in nature. It's very Mother Earth energy. So Queen of Pentacles, lovely, but it's for some reason it's buried. It's down here in the bottom in your subconscious. Maybe you're trying to suppress that for some reason. Maybe because your Queen of Swords is really taking prominence in the month of April. So you're suppressing this Queen of Pentacles energy. But as you move into the future is the Death card. Now this is Scorpio, attributed to the sign of Scorpio. The Death energy is about transformation. So as you move into your future, you are putting an end to something, a way of thinking, a way of living, a way of operating. You're putting an end to something, but you're also opening up to something new. No matter what happens as far as death energy, when one door closes, another door opens, or when a door closes, a window opens. However it is you like to think of that energy, that's death energy. We're putting an end to something, but we're also opening up to something new. So this is good. The death energy being in your near future, it's really positive. Your environment, your external influence, the Fool. Now this is major arcana also for the sign of Aries, representing or attributed to Aries, meaning it's fresh. It's a fresh start. It's a new beginning. There is a new possibility for you. This energetic and environmental energy, something in your environment is encouraging you to see this situation, whatever's going on for you in April, as an opportunity for you to begin new. Maybe this death energy is powerful. Something has come to an end, and it could be physical or mental or an actual death, but something has ended. And with that, this new beginning, like I said, nothing ends without something new beginning. And that new beginning has you feeling like you can move forward finally. You can finally be free, and you can move ahead into your future with your dog at your heels and your flower at your nose, and you're skipping off. Now, the interesting thing about the Fool is there is this uninhibited personality, and we're not going to really think about risks. We're going to throw caution to the wind, and we're just going to go for it. So in your environment, I don't know if you're being encouraged to be the Fool. It doesn't mean foolish. It just means go for it. Your energy, your internal energy, is the Four of Pentacles. You're feeling a little bit reserved. You're feeling a little bit, you need to make sure that you've got your feet on solid ground, and it's your pentacles, your money, your time, your health, your wealth. You're also blocking off your heart chakra for some reason. And on your mind is your money. You've got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. And you're also being a little bit, I'm going to call it frugal or stingy, or that's all I'm thinking about. This Capricorn that this reading is really dialing in for is you, in your energy for the month of April, is you're being very fixated on, your money. I'm going to just say it plainly. Capricorn, you're an entrepreneurial, financially savvy sign anyway, but I think you're being extra this month. Not offensive. I'm not meaning to offend you. I'm not trying to be offensive, but I'm just saying that this is so interesting because this is so you. Just like but is it going to take money away from me? Is it going to make me spend money? Is it going to drain my bank account? You're thinking about things in a smart way, but, rather than open up your heart and be a little more, free, you're just like closed off. Look at the way he's holding that coin over his heart. Because I think for you now, please don't come for me, but I think it's easier for you to lead with your money than with your heart. So think about that. Something to consider. Okay, Capricorn, this is your internal energy, your hopes and your fears. 9 of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. This is somebody that has been through it, and they're not down, they're not out. They're hurt. They've been hurt. They've gone at something with all their gusto, and they've been betrayed, stabbed in the back, used, abused, whatever. But look, they're still in it. They're still upright. They're still holding on to their wand. They've got bandages over their belly and their heart, and they look like they've been through it. This looks like Chuck Norris, rest in peace. But the 9 of Wands is a fighter. They're a fighter. Now, this is in your hopes and your fears. So while I think that you hope that you will always be this wounded warrior, that even though you've been hurt, you'll be able to get right back up and get back in the ring and just keep going. I know you fear that too, because that takes a lot of energy. That takes a lot of courage. That takes a lot of backbone and a lot of strength to be able to get back on your feet and stand up and go back at it. So I respect you, Capricorn, because I know that it's not easy to be in this energy. This is in your hopes and your fears. And your final outcome for the month of April for the sign of Capricorn is 3 of Cups. Look at that. Celebration, laughing, joyful, family-oriented, friend group-oriented, having a good time, kicking up your heels, laughing, singing, drinking, cheers. We're just gonna feel good. For God's sakes, there's enough bull crap in the world to feel bad about. But your final outcome, Capricorn, says that you're going to be in your emotions, your cups energy, 3 of Cups, celebration, getting together with friends, making sure that you're living your life. And that means in a good way. You're taking notice of the things that are going right, and you're going to celebrate. Maybe you're going to have a reason to celebrate. You definitely did have this Fool energy in your external energy. So someone maybe could be coming towards you, wanting to offer you a fresh new beginning with them. And maybe that's why you're celebrating. I love this ending or this outcome for you because this hostilities doesn't look pleasant. So I'd love to hear how this reading lands for you, Capricorn. This is your reading. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube, and I have personal email information down below if you're interested in a private personal reading. Thank you very much for your attention and your time. Be blessed and be well.